Result, they say cancel insults. And that's what Alexander Iwobi did today. Playing a couple of minutes ago and helping Fulham to defeat Man United at the Old Trafford, right? And then this is what I said earlier in my video when in defense of Alex Iwobi. Yes, I agree that there are several places where the young man can improve. He's still a growing footballer. But the bashing that Nigerians gave to him as a fallout of their inability actually to win the AFCON tournament wasn't right by any means. We have a national team coach who is basically focused on defending. And for the arrays of stars that we have and for the quality of footballers or players that this country produces, you cannot be playing AFCON and defending. If he had gone to the World Cup and he decides to defend and create quality counter attack, then it's fine. Right? It's a strategy because you know that you are playing bigger team with better players and sometimes with a bigger good players in more places or more positions in the team, right? And it's okay. But going to AFCON to play 5-4-1 formation continually up to the final was an embarrassment. You're asking me? Of course, he had Alai, Semi Ajayi, Ekong, and Calvin Bassey. The same Calvin Bassey that plays for left back in Fulham and then scored again today. It was Nigerian boys dealing with the Manchester United team, right? Was being used as a central defender because Seydou Sanusi will play left back. Then he had Alex Iwobi and Onyeka playing the midfield with Alex Iwobi playing more of the holding midfielder and Onyeka doing the roving around, right? Moving on from that, you are seeing that the other plays quiz and a lot of time he had to now bring in Lookman and Moses Simon to play from the flank. For midfielders, they leave Osimhen, who was supplying the passes. If he had even played Iwobi at 10 and then maybe he played the 4-3-3 formation, which I expect him to have done because of the beautiful footballers we have, then you would have understood that we would have had a better team. If a 4-3 3 formation, because a lot of time Nigeria complains of Seydou Sanusi. It was that's why in the semi-finals I think he brought in the young man, I think he's FA, right? That is his name, to replace him. But of course, he had to bring Seydou back at the finals because I pushed Aina to the left back. But in the finals, he had to bring Seydou back. And then you ask, why can't you play a 4-3-3 formation? Maybe two defensive midfielders, one holding, one roving. They have a full-blown attacking midfielder. Maybe Alex Iwobi can play. Maybe that would have even helped Kelechi Iheanacho be able to play that position. They can have two persons for the flank, right? In the attack, then one man in front. Services to Osimhen and even opportunity for many people to score would have been there, but all of you thought otherwise. But look at Iwobi today. And I asked the same question. Those of you requesting that Iwobi would have done this, you expected all the rubbish, all the inability of the coach attacking or offensive capacity to have been sold off and magically improved by Alex Iwobi. What does Iwobi do for Fulham? And for someone that has followed Iwobi, because of course he used to play for my club Arsenal, I have followed his progression. If not for Iwobi, Everton would have been in relegation for last season. And that's why it was easy for him to have been bought or sold off to Fulham or bought over by Fulham this season. And look at what the man is doing credibly for Fulham. Again, this is not to say that we should not make adjustments. I have continually said it. We have a challenge in the country that gives all of us individual brilliance and collective nonsense. That's the fact. Individual brilliance, but collective nonsense. And until we fix that, for a team like the Super Eagles, if you have a coach like Joseph Pesero, who you like, and then you think, okay, he's cool-headed, he's able to get to the team, you give him an offensive coach. Every club in the world, the quality of the coach or the team manager, they get. In Arsenal, for example, we hear that there's a set-piece coach, and that's why what Arsenal has done with set pieces this season has been incredible. Everybody's talking about it because they've concentrated on that opportunity to say, let's get a set-piece coach, which of course helps in both defending and then attacking. Arsenal has scored more goals from set pieces than any other team in the whole of England. That is taking up advantages. So you're asking who is the offensive coach or is the offensive tactician in the team, because an offensive tactician will be dialoguing with the coach on how to create offensive opportunities. Again, this is the point we have been raising. What does Iwobi play for Fulham? How come he got to Super Eagles and he had to play an extraordinary position? Now, Calvin Bassey may not have been a flop at the Nations Cup, but of course he did not play to his full potentials because he would have done better playing from the leg back, which is his natural position. But of course he was converted. Kevin Bassey can also play central defense, right? He's done it severally for his current club and even his previous club. But we are just saying, we keep creating limitations for our players if we do not have a tactician who is able to do the right thing at the right time. Iwobi wasn't our problem. Iwobi is not the problem. Iwobi can never be the problem. We need to begin to raise a team where we have a good coach. Unfortunately, our football administration is still being guided and guarded by a lot of hypocrites and not professionals who probably wants to see how they can earn money from getting a foreigner so that they can have some exchange and some leftovers in the dollars that will be paid, right? This is not also to say that local coaches have not been given opportunity, but a lot of the time, apart from Samson Siasia, Stephen Keshi, and a couple of them, I think someone like Emmanuel Menike should be drafted to the team if possible. Get these guys to go and do more coaching courses and trainings, and then add up to this team. Let's see how we can. Now we have a good defensive team. Let's see how we can build up with the attacking team. We've got good attackers too. Osimhen scored during the week in the Champions League, and a lot of that. Boniface is scoring. No, we cannot have the arrays of players and not be winning tournaments. It cannot happen. I'm bothered, right? That's why I say you should not transfer your anger on Alex Iwobi. He is not the problem of the Super Eagles, and he will never be. We had a coach who taught more about defense, and they converted his best players, his best offensive players, to be playing defense. You see, all the times that it was counter-attacking goals we scored all the time. There was never a knock football that they will not give us goals. Even at the finals, you saw the deficiency of going to sit back and expecting magic to happen to take the match to penalties or extra time and then have a long goal victory or maybe manage a penalty win. But of course, we were exposed because at the point when you begin to soak too much pressure, at the time you can no longer take it, you will make mistakes. You will lose focus. You will lose concentration. The team begin to study you down, begin to look at your weak points. We heard during a couple of hours ago that Ola, was played the final with injury. For a team like the Super Eagles, we had no reason playing Ola at the final with injury because he would have been able to improvise, get somebody to. But that's why he had limitations. The 2 goals that were scored from his wing because of course he was injured, but the coach forced him into the field of play. We will tell ourselves the truth. Not be Iwobi, not be the same Iwobi. Not what he do Old Trafford today. See the sweet goal where he score. You see how did he score the goal? Did Iwobi ever had a chance to be inside the 18-yard box for the Super Eagles in all of the matches he played in AFCON? No, could they tell ourselves the truth? Truth not the bite. Even if he bitter, you go swallow him.